to the Motor City. This is Comerica Park. Today, the finale of this three-game weekend set. It's the Chicago White Sox and the Detroit Tigers. Well, singing, all eyes are on this team's elite starting rotation. They're stringing together some quality outings.
Yeah, every starter is stepping up right now, Boog, going deep into games, and most importantly, keeping their bullpen fresh. Buckle up, because it doesn't appear that they're cooling off anytime soon.
First pitch coming your way next. So just about set now. On the hill here today, Kiter Montero.
Yeah, his ERA last year was a little worse than average, so definitely be looking for better results this season. You know, one of the keys is just being able to have a consistent delivery and to be able to repeat that delivery so you can hit the spots that you want to hit and have a higher chance of being successful.
And now the shortstop, Chase Mydroff. There's the strike up high. And away we go this afternoon. Swings over the top of that one.
Well, you got the hitter already chasing that nasty slider. If you're on the mound, you just want to expand the zone right now. Get a swing and miss and get through this at bat.
Catcher tosses the mask, settles under it, makes the catch. And there's one down. Time to check out the lineup for the White Sox. A really frustrating showing for them in their last game. Lots of traffic on the bases, but they left a ton of runners on base. Couldn't cash in their chances, Chris.
They had plenty of chances. There's nobody to blame it on but themselves offensively. They just did a poor job converting in those situations. You have to figure out what's your plan going to be. Maybe watch some tape from the last game. Make the adjustment. So if you get those opportunities in this one, you've got a much better chance of scoring some runs.
Josh Rojas, the batter now as he swings and misses for strike one. Tied him up inside with that one.
0-2.
Misses inside. Going to count 1-2.
Really good take, especially with two strikes.
Cut on and miss, struck him out, and now two gone.
That was a tough slider right there. He couldn't get a piece of it just to try to keep the at bat alive. And hitters will tell you that slider, when a guy's able to really tunnel the pitch where it looks like a fastball.
This one swung on and hit well, way back there. Gone and to the deepest part of the park. That's his 99th career homer. And the White Sox strike first. It's 1-0.
Well, he went up there 0-0 looking to do damage. I think he had his sights set on that pitch. He went and got it and circled the bases.
So two down. Here's the cleanup hitter for the Sox, Miguel Vargas. Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike. Vargas went deep in his most recent game. The 1-0.
Looks like he's just sizing him up there. Really good pitch to hit, but he took it all the way. Sometimes guys just want to set their timing later on in the game. That may be a pitch that he turns on.
Hard hit left side. Throw on to Torkelson, and the inning is over. But they're off to a good start as they pick up a run on this solo shot. It's now 1-0. Back at Comerica Park, and towing the slab here, Adrian Hauser.
The primary pitch is an outstanding sinker. It's hard to pick up out of the hand, but in the last few feet really has arm side movement. Tough pitch for hitters to get the barrel of the bat on.
We go to the bottom of the first, and now the right fielder, Kerry Carpenter. That's in for a strike. Fought off foul. Inside, almost got him. Swing and a hard hit grounder to third. Fair ball. Around first, heading for two. And he's got a leadoff double.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. Smashed that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. And now here's the veteran DH, Gleyber Torres. In the air out to center. Robert hustling after it. Makes the grab on the run. And there's one away. And now the Tigers line up for manager A.J. Hinch. They're dealing with a sinker specialist on the mound, which can be a big-time challenge when he's right and working mostly from the knees down.
Well, I think the approach you take is really try to lay off of those pitches down in the zone until he gets some called strikes and then forces you to go after that pitch. Until then, make him elevated, because guys that throw those sinkers, those two-seamers, really hard for them to be effective up in the zone. Those are pitches you can hammer, but when you get a cookie, you don't want to miss it.
Ground ball up the middle. Sosa. And that's an out. Here's Riley Green.
And this is a big opportunity for him to pick up his teammate right here.
And that one fouled off.
Well, the best way to shake off yesterday's struggles is to get on the board early. They've got a guy in scoring position. They've got to find a way here to get him in.
That one almost got him. Carpenter on third with two out. Slapped hard the other way, but foul.
All sliders so far in this at bat to get ahead in the count, and clearly shows there was a game plan in mind for how to attack him in the box.
2-2 the count.
Squirts away a little bit. Runner stays put at third. Two outs and one in scoring position. And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes. No runs, one hit, no errors, and a man left. We move on to the second here at Comerica. It's the White Sox 1 and the Tigers nothing. Second inning set to go. And now the center fielder, Luis Robert Jr. Robert, the native of Cuba, signed with the White Sox in May of 2017. And the 0-1. That's a little bit low. Mike Fillmore, our plate umpire. Very consistent with his zone, Chris. Gets a lot of praise for that.
He does, Boog, and I think that with any umpire, you really just want them to be consistent. Fillmore's a guy that does a good job back there in that way, so people around the league really appreciate his consistency.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. Catcher has it, fires to first. In time to get him, one away in the strikeout.
Really great effort behind the plate to recover and complete that out at first. I mean, that ball got pretty far away from him, and he didn't have a ton of time to work with, especially with all that gear on. That's a tough play to pop up, get to the ball, and then fire a strike down to first with the runner going up the line. That's nice work right there.
Mike Tauchman stands in here, takes ball one low. Tauchman with a homer in his last game. One out, bases empty. And he grounds one to the right side. Takes it to the bag, steps on first, and it's out number 2.
Batting 7, catcher number 7.
2 outs, bases empty. So up next for Chicago, Edgar Caro. Caro, just 21 years old, and he was born in Cuba.
Aye.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2. And there's a ball. That misses, and the count's full. Outside, and that is ball 4.
Well, looking for a swing and miss right there, or for the ump to help him out and make a call with that last pitch, but neither happened. Close pitch, but a good take to earn that walk.
And here is Sosa to the plate. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Just missed. Softly hit to third. Vierling tosses to first. That's out number 3. The White Sox lead 1, but they still lead it 1-0. Back here in Detroit, and now the first baseman, Spencer Torkelson.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect label over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
That one off the mark, and that's ball 1.
The guy at the plate could recognize slider out of the hand. Didn't stay in the tunnel very long in terms of depth and perception. He knew right away it was an off-speed pitch.
2 balls, no strikes.
And he deals.
Ball, that's it.
And that's in there for a strike. Little slider that finds the mark. Fouls one away, and now 3-2. And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. Vargas hauls it in, and there's one away. Now the third baseman, Matt Vierling. Right through there for a strike. That one is absolutely belted. And it looks like trouble. Makes the turn and heads for second. Not stopping. He's going for three. The relay throw in there safely.
He was all over that one. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
One down, runner at third. And here's the catcher, Dylan Dingler. 2 for 7 in the series so far. First pitch misses. On the ground right side, Sosa tosses to first, but the run scores, and that makes it a 1-1 game.
So important to really lock in on an at-bat like this. It seems easy with the infield back, but you've got to make sure you put the ball in play. Put it on the ground, brought that run in.
Trey Sweeney digs in now. Up the middle, and that one handled. Gets it to first. That's the inning. So it's 1 run on 1 base hit, no errors, and no one left on. We head on now to the top of the third, all tied 1-1. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. Montero back to work. And that's way high. 1-0. And a slider in there for a strike.
Well, he had a pretty good look at that pitch and not sure exactly what tied him up there. Couldn't pull the trigger. And perhaps the best pitch he'll see in this at bat to hit.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Fights it off. He'll see another. That one down the line, and foul ball.
5 foul balls in a row. I have no idea what that feels like, but you got to love this battle. Just wondering who's going to blink first.
Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field, and that'll fall for a base hit. And a good start to the inning.
Good job of just putting the ball in play with 2 strikes. I don't know how he's able to shoot that pitch the other way and still put something on it. That pitch was inside, and he let it get really deep. So pretty incredible hands to fight it off and still get good wood on it.
Roll to short, could be 2. To second, there's 1. Relay to first, double play.
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
Here's Josh Rojas. He was a strikeout victim his first time. That one fouled off. And now it's even up. Tied up here in the early going. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Swings and misses. Struck him out. Nothing doing for the White Sox. Still tied 1-1. And we're back. Bottom of the inning. So here's Baez now. If they did a poll of top tattoos in Major League Baseball, Javi Baez, I think, would have to be in the top 5. Right on the back of his neck is the Major League Baseball logo. So it's effectively right under the MLB logo that's on his cap. Whips it across. Leadoff hitter gone in the third.
Now that is right fielder,
Kerry Carpenter now at the plate. Led off this game with a double. And that's outside. And it's 1-0. That clips the corner. And he chases that one below the zone.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand, looks so good. And then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
Good eye in that spot. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. That one just misses. On the inside corner for called strike 3.
Tunneled that pitch. Thought it was going to be a slider breaking in off the plate, but it hugged the corner. And at that point, when he recognized it, it was just too late.
Gleyber Torres up to the plate. Fly to center his first time. Slider misses outside. Ground ball left side and foul ball.
That's a ball.
Breaking ball inside. And now 3-1. 2 outs, base is empty. And there's a breaking ball that drops in there.
The count's full.
Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. And that's ball 4.
Ball 4. Take your base.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
Runner at first with 2 away. And up next for Detroit, Zach McKinstry. He's 0 for 1. First pitch, and he just misses.
Counts 1-0.
Right through there for a strike. McKinstry tries to check his swing. Now a look to third. No swing. Kenny Jansen with the call. The other way, and foul ball. Out to short, my drop. They get the force. Out number 3. 1 left for Detroit. Score remains deadlocked at 1. And welcome back to the ballpark. Andrew Benintendi up to the plate. He's sitting on 99 career homers. We'll see if this is the moment to notch number 100. And the first offering a fastball for a strike. Benintendi needs just one more homer to reach 100 in the big leagues. And that's too high.
Yeah, and making it to 100 homers would be quite the career accomplishment for him. Out of the more than 20,000 players to take an at-bat in the majors, less than...
Now this ball is well hit. This one's got a chance. And it gets into the corner, but it's foul. And that skips in the dirt.
He's been pitching well, but going through this middle of the order second time through, we'll see what kind of adjustments are being made.
Swing and a fly ball, well struck left field. Green makes the grab, one down.
First baseman, Miguel Vargas.
Miguel Vargas getting ready to hit. Grounded out his first time up. Swing and a foul straight back. And that's fouled off. Base is empty, one away. Top half of inning number 4. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Luis Robert now 0 for 1 so far. And that's off the inside edge. And that is ball 1. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. And they grab the lead. It's 2-1. Singy, I hope you saw it because it didn't stay in the air for long.
No, it didn't, Boog. StatCast telling us 110 miles per hour off the bat, and that's plenty to hit one out if you get enough air under it. As a hitter, you hardly feel the ball when you make contact as solid as he did right there.
So 2 away with nobody on. Here's Mike Tauchman. And a foul ball. Two outs. Swing and a miss, and it's 0-2.
No ball, 2 strikes.
In the air, left side. Green on the run. Makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. Luis Robert with the homer here, and this is now a 2-1 ball game. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show.
Yeah, we in go mode.
Yeah, we in go mode. Never going slow mo.
Going. We in go.
Welcome back. Let's take a look at how the series has played out so far. That's hard hit on the line. Tauchman makes the grab, 1 away.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
On the ground. The throw to first. Already 2 gone here in the home 4th.
Third baseman, Matt Vierling.
Here's the third baseman, Matt Vierling. He tripled and scored his first time.
restricting my airwaves till they're crushed.
Surrounded by sleepwalkers.
Slice to right. Diving. It gets down. Could be extra bases. Around second now as they still don't have it. And this is going to be a 2-out triple.
Oh, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
So a runner at third, 2 outs. Dylan Dingler up now for the Tigers. Ball one, no strikes. In there at the knees.
Generally, second, third time through the lineup, you want to be able to lean on those secondary pitches and command them. Looks like he's doing a nice job of it.
Outside low. Ball 2. Runner at third, 2 away. And that one is in for a strike. Good pitch.
Just a really nice slider down and in there. He wants to get the hitter thinking fastball, speed him up, and just subtract some velocity and add a little movement.
Got him swinging.
Well, this guy competes hard. We see the emotion there. I love it. Great job of getting out of the jam.
Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. First offering, and it just misses. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
That one finds the zone. 1 and 2. That one to first. Handles, throws to first, and the leadoff man set down in their half of the 5th.
Now batting, second baseman, Lenny Sosa.
Now it's the second baseman, Lenny Sosa. Grounded out his first time up. That clips the inside corner for a strike. Next pitch is downstairs.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Just missed.
What's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you get a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Pulls it down, and there are 2 away.
Now batting, left fielder, Josh Palacio.
2 down, bases empty. Now the left fielder, Josh Palacios. Pitch misses, and that's ball 1. Palacios in his second season, 29 years old, and he's usually in right, today starting in left. And the 1-0. That one pushed to the left and foul. To the right side. He'll do it himself, and the White Sox go quietly. Down in order go the White Sox as they're unable to add to their 2-1 lead. back at Comerica Park. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Trey Sweeney. Close one, doesn't get the call. And that's ball one. There's a strike. Line drive. That's a fair ball inside third. Safe at second with nobody out, and he represents the tying run.
Well, that may end up being an at-bat we go back to later on when this game is over. That was a thing of beauty. He may have been a little behind the pitch, but by getting that barrel into the hitting zone early on in his swing, he was able to meet it and still shoot a line drive down the line and left. Now a pretty big at-bat coming up with a chance to even this ball game up.
Baez up to bat next, lays off for a ball. Tying run in scoring position, last half of inning number 5. And another ball.
When you get ahead in the count, there's no doubt that the success rate goes up, and that's what he's been doing. It's made a big impact for him in recent games.
Line drive, base hit. Stop sign goes up at third. Runners at the corners. Nobody out.
Well, patience and discipline paid off right there as he got into an advantage count. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the ball straight to it. That's great work right there.
Kerry Carpenter will hit next. 1 for 2. That missed by a lot. 1-0. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
Next offering upstairs.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
And a 2-1 on the way. And downstairs.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Gleyber Torres in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. That one is on the inside corner, and it's 3-2. And they're all loaded up.
Well, that sets up a really big at-bat in this game. These are the moments when everyone in the stadium gets really locked in.
Now the White Sox manager is out of the dugout and will make a move to the pen. Adrian Hauser departs, and he leaves in a 1-run game. New pitcher coming up. We'll be back in a minute. Pitching change here, Jared Schuster. He's making his 4th appearance of the season.
Well, the stage has been set for this offense, Boog. It's all about creating opportunities, and this is one of them right here.
Bases loaded, nobody out. Here comes Gleyber Torres. Golden opportunity right here. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
The opportunity for a huge inning exists right here. Bases loaded, nobody out. But as a hitter, can't be over anxious. That pitcher's up against the wall. Make him come to you.
Ball 2.
Pressure's on right here. 2-0 count, bases loaded. You don't want to fall to a 3-ball count and then walk in or on. He's got to challenge the hitter right here.
Oh, he doesn't get the call. And that's ball 3. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Miguel Castro up and throwing. There's a strike, and now 3-1. Center field. Roberts settles underneath it. Drops into the glove. Runners tag up from second and third. He'll score on the sac fly. It's 2-2.
In that situation, you're looking to get something up in the zone that you can put in the air. Worst case scenario, a sacrifice fly to drive in that runner from third.
Zach McKinstry, the next to hit. 0 for 2 in this one. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
Swing and a ball drilled in the air towards right center field. Squeezes it. Runner tagging from third. He'll score on the sac fly. 3-2. They take the lead.
Well, that's a quality at bat right there. You know the situation. You need something in the air and deep enough, and that's exactly what he did. Good pass to the baseball.
Here's the left fielder, Riley Green. That one's in there. Strike 1.
Ball 1.
No, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground. Stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
2 outs. Off the mark there. 2 balls and a strike.
Way to lay off that fastball up right there. You're looking for something you see well that you can handle, but you also have to keep the discipline so that you're not popping up pitches that are just a little too high.
Carpenter off of first with 2 away. Just misses. Full count now.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitter's got to stay focused on the pitch.
Got it. That's the 3rd out. But 2 runs for them, and they jump ahead. We're through 5. It's the Tigers 3 and the White Sox 2. Back here in Detroit, leading off, Chase Maedroff. Montero back to work. Right through there for a strike. Top of the zone for a strike, and it's 0-2.
He doesn't seem to like the pitch up. Hasn't offered on either one of those pitches. 0-2 count now. I think the guy's going to climb the ladder out there.
And that's through the swing. It's a strikeout.
Well, he just went right after him there. No messing around with the off-speed stuff. Here's my fastball. If you can hit it, go for it. 3 fastballs. See you later. Definitely built your confidence out on the mound.
Rojas, the next to hit, takes outside. White Sox down a run. He was late there. Strike 1.
1-1.
On the ground to third. Throw on to Torkelson. 2 up, 2 down.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Andrew Benintendi.
Now it's Andrew Benintendi to hit.
Possibly thinking about home run number 100 here. He's just 1 shy of that milestone.
And he pumps it a strike.
Well, the offense has gotten going, and a pitcher wants to go out there, have a real quick inning, get those guys back into the dugout so those bats can stay hot.
Not even close there. Ball 1. Late with the swing there.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Battling here as he fouls it away. White Sox down a run. Fouls it off, still 1-2. That one ripped right center field. And that should be extra bases. Around first and hustling for second. And now the tying run is into scoring position.
Good two-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. Fastball pretty much middle, and that's what you fall asleep dreaming about as a hitter. So no surprise he put a great swing on it.
So runner at second, 2 down. Miguel Vargas now at the plate. First pitch misses.
The strategy of winning a ball game, when you can make that pitcher work a little more, expose himself by throwing pitches, that could be the key to winning perhaps later on. So good job of extending this inning, getting a knock with 2 outs to bring the number 4 hole hitter up.
That clips the corner. Action in the pen down there. Tommy Kahnle up and loosening in the pen. Holton, the lefty, warming up as well. And a count 1-2. Got him! So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game.
He's in a tough spot, had to make a great pitch, did it, got the strikeout, gets out of the jam. Clearly, he's happy with those results.
And we're back. Well, we go bottom 6. And here's the first baseman, Spencer Torkelson. Ground ball right side, and that's just foul.
Well, these Tigers, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. They've hit 7 line drives already, and even though some of them have been for outs, there's nothing wrong with delivering consistent, hard contact. That's almost always going to lead to positive results.
So a man at first. Matt Vierling getting ready to hit. And a foul ball. Nobody out. Runner at first. And that is cut on and missed. And that is strike 2.
Knowing that the pitcher wants a ground ball double play opportunity here, you've got to lay off pitches down in the zone. Right there, swinging at that pitch, that's a no-no.
Next offering upstairs.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
In the air, center field. Robert moves under it. And makes the grab. 1 away. Dylan Dingler up now for the Tigers. Runner on the go. Swing and a miss.
0-1.
Next
Ball
one off the
inside.
plate inside. And the count even 1-1. Torkelson leads off first with 1 away. That's
2
inside.
balls, 1 strike.
Swing and a miss. And the count is 2-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
Trey Sweeney digs in now. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. And that'll fall for a base hit. And now to a board. He's in there. The batter now, Javier Baez. First pitch, and it just misses.
With a runner at third, this is who they want at the plate. He's so good at getting a run across in these situations.
Lefty out of the stretch, runners at first and third. Swing and a line drive, and that's a base hit into right field. And it gets by him. Sweeney headed for the plate. Across is the runner from first. They lead by 3, 5-2.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. So a runner at third, 2 men out. Kerry Carpenter up now for the Tigers. Fastball for a strike.
0-1's the count.
Pitch misses there, and it's a ball and a strike. Two outs. Fouled off left side.
You could see he was trying to stay back long enough to handle the off-speed pitch, but just a little tardy on the fastball.
Good eye right there.
That's inside.
And a good eye there.
He's really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
Gleyber Torres waiting to hit for Detroit. 2 outs and a runner at third here in the bottom of the 6th. Cut on and miss, struck him out. They limit the damage here. But they pick up a pair here, both coming on this 2-run triple. It's 5-2. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Tommy Kahnle. This is his 5th appearance of the year. And now it's Luis Robert. He's already homered in this game. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
You know, these White Sox just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times, and it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group. And on the mound, you know, confidence has to be pretty high with all of the swings and misses. He's had them eaten out of the palm of his hand pretty much all game.
Swing and a miss and a slider. That one misses, and the count is filled up. That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
Right fielder,
Mike Tauchman steps to the plate for the White Sox.
Now this team is definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap, but, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to...
Meanwhile, this pitch gets away. No advance, though. The 1-0. Robert on the go. Pitch misses in. Throw there. Safe.
Well, with that kind of elite arm he has behind the plate, man, it's a pretty big deal when you can swipe a bag against this dude. Maybe more than anything, it prevents teams from just testing him, thinking that they can even steal a base. But right here, they successfully moved that runner up to scoring position. Good job.
I got 3-0.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Well, that's really the money spot. Down and away. If you can locate that consistently, it's going to be real tough for hitters to square that up. That's what you love to see relievers do coming out of that bullpen.
Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Out towards left center. Nabs it. Runner tags at second. Throw into third. And he makes it up to third with one away.
Now batting, number 7.
Edgar Caro steps to the plate for the White Sox. He's 0 for 1.
Fly ball to the outfield for a sac fly. Soft ground ball to the right side. Find a hole. He can attack this a few ways, but the one thing he can't do is strike out.
Late swing, foul to the left. Robert stands at third with one gone in the inning. Next pitch is inside. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Ball, that's outside.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Well, there's a certain point where you have to commit to what you think you see, and he guessed wrong right there. Nasty slider with just terrific bite at the end.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
Look out. That ball was smoked. Man, I am so relieved that they have this netting down the lines. Just ensures safety for the fans. Last thing as a player, you want to look up and see a fan get hit.
Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. And that wasn't even close. Ball 4. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
Well, that's a nice job of grinding out that at-bat. Saw a lot of pitches and ends up drawing the walk. Very gritty.
And here comes the Tigers manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. Tommy Canely gives way, and the line not closed on him yet as he's responsible for the runners on base. Back with a new pitcher after this. Now on the bump, Bo Brisky.
And he comes on here for the first time this season, and I'm sure there's some nerves involved in that, so we'll see how he settles in.
Here's the second baseman, Lenny Sosa.
What does it matter? I'm here to kill a chatter. 9 lives maybe. Cool cat. It's just what my mom's made.
And that's in for a strike. 0-1.
In this situation, the batter's got to know what the pitcher's trying to do to him, and that's trying to get him to hit the ball on the ground, get 2 for 1. You got to look for something up in the zone. At worst case scenario, you deliver the sacrifice fly.
And that one's a little bit low. And now it's even 1-1. That's down and in.
It's a big opportunity right here, but I love the way he's slowing the game down. He's shrinking his zone, making sure he gets the pitch that he wants to hit.
Tying run at the plate. And that is out of play.
I think ultimately you want to tie him up, get the ball in on the plate so that he can't get the barrel to it and hit it to the outfield.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. But no advance from the runners. Josh Palacios steps to the plate for the White Sox. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Corners are occupied with 2 down. Swing and a miss. That is strike 2.
More and more guys are looking to slug regardless of the count. In this situation, we'll keep a close eye on his approach.
The tying run at the plate.
No,
that's inside. And it's 1-2. That one missed. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Two on, 2 outs. Next offering misses down and away. Chase Mydroth up next for the White Sox. And he couldn't hold back. He's run up on strikes.
Sometimes he wears the emotion on the sleeve, but that's okay as long as he's getting results. And right there, thrilled with the punch out to get out of a jam.
We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Miguel Castro.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Here is Gleyber Torres. Close, but called a ball. And it's 1-0. He swings and fouls one off. That's to third. Rojas throws across the diamond, and Gleyber Torres retired. So up next, Zach McKinstry.
No base hits in the series for him so far, and it's clearly been a rough one. You just hope he's not pressing too hard, because that just compounds things. It makes the slump even longer. Never seems to help. Never helped me.
And there's a hit. One down. Now here's the Tigers cleanup hitter, Riley Green. First offering, and it just misses. Man at first, one away. Sliced hard, but fouled down the left side. Swing and a ground ball up the middle, and it gets by him. Still able to fire over.
Back-to-back base hits. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
2 on, 1 out. And next to hit for Detroit, Spencer Torkelson. 1 for 3. Headed towards the corner, and that is a foul ball.
Well, he's so good about trying to drive the ball to the opposite field gap in these situations. If he takes that approach, he could bust this game wide open.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Got him looking. 2 out.
Just locked him up right there for the second out, and that's an at-bat he's probably going to be thinking about for a little while. Didn't pull the trigger. Not how you want to go down in an RBI spot, so now you got to hope your teammate behind you can pick you up.
Veerling
that ball
stands
went
in
out.
with 2 away as he takes a ball. That one
That's
inside,
it. Ball 2.
and the count is 2-0. Castro deals. On the ground, right side. And a base hit knocks in a run.
Well done. Drives in the run. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
I'm in my mode. I'm in my zone. If you're a hater, then leave me alone.
And now the catcher comes up to him. Dylan Dingler. Outside.
That's out.
First and second, 2 down. Misses the zone, and he gets him to chase.
1-1.
Man, that was pretty gross right there.
Comebacker to the mound. Sends it to first. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. But the RBI single pushes across a run. It's now 6-2. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now it's the shortstop, Chase Mydroff. Brisky goes 6 feet 3 inches. He features a 4-seam fastball, a changeup, a slider, and he works in a sinker. On the ground to the left,
Foul.
and it goes just foul. Line drive, and this might be trouble. Around first, heading for 2. And he's there with a leadoff double.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. They got a pitch he could drive, but he didn't get too excited like a lot of guys do and pull off the baseball. Really good timing all the way through the swing, and the barrel was so on plane with the ball. Easy drive into the gap for that double.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Josh Rojas steps to the plate for the White Sox, and that's outside.
If you're going to get something going, this is the time to do it. You get the leadoff man on. Everybody's got to look over the shoulder and say, I'm just going to keep the line moving. Don't try to do too much.
There's the strike.
Well, it looks like he's wanting to work the upper part of the strike zone. What does that mean? Top hand better be working for the hitters. Adjust that side a little bit. Give yourself a chance to hit.
That one the other way,
Foul ball.
and foul ball. Runner at second, nobody out. That one kicks away from the catcher. So a wild pitch allows the runner to advance.
Even with a good secondary lead, sometimes it's hard to see just how far that ball's gotten away from the catcher. And if you can make it to third base pretty much standing up, well, that time he seemed to have a pretty good read, gets to third safely, and now he's just 90 feet away from scoring.
Base hit, and a run comes in. And here comes the Tigers manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. Bo Brisky is done. It's a 3-run game, and we'll be back to tell you about the new arm in a minute. Connor Holton gets the ball now.
Number 87.
So a man aboard, and next is the designated hitter, Andrew Benintendi. He's already homered here in this one, and immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Swings and misses, and the count is 0-2. Lefty continues to work, but the closer getting loose in the bullpen. Now this one gets away from the catcher, and the runner holds. In the dirt. The 2-2 on the way. Struck him out swinging. Chased the fastball up the ladder for strike 3.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
Vargas, batting with 1 down, takes a strike.
0-1. Inside, ball 1.
Rolled softly, but that goes foul. Fights that one away, still 1-2. Rojas, the runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Fouls it back with 2 strikes.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, he's going to have some thinking to do when he leaves the ballpark after this one. That was his 3rd strikeout, and this one looking, obviously, so he's been a little overmatched. He's got to find a way just to be more competitive up there at the plate.
And now here's the big center fielder, Luis Robert. That one close, ruled a ball. And that's ball 1.
Got to keep things airtight defensively right here. On your toes, ready to make a play. If you can get this to the 9th with a 3-run lead, it should be a W.
That one catches the zone, and the count even at 1.
That's down.
In the dirt. Fouls one off. 2-2. The delivery to Robert. That's outside. Ball 3.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score him.
Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. High bounce over the fence for an automatic double.
This is a tough play for the offense to stomach. I mean, they did everything right, but the automatic double just ruined the hit and run. The runner had a great jump from first, and at the plate, really good contact. Just a little bit of bad luck robbed him of a run.
So 2 on with 2 away. Mike Tauchman, the next to hit. 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a ground out. Hit in the air, left field. And that's the 3rd out. So 1 run in the inning on this base hit. It's now 6-3. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Bryce Wilson.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Trey Sweeney up now for the Tigers. That's a strike. The shortstop takes the ball. Grounds one to short. Finds its way through, base hit. And the leadoff man aboard. Javi Baez digs in right side. And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes. Runner at first with no outs here. Off the plate inside. And the count now 2-0. There's the strike at the knees.
Good approach right there. You want to get something just a little higher that you can elevate. Stay out of that double play.
Pop foul out of play off to the right. Hit on the ground, might be 2. The throw to second, back to first, and that is a double play.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
2 outs, base is empty. Now it's the right fielder, Kerry Carpenter. And that misses. And that's ball 1. Movement in the bullpen. Steven Wilson getting loose out there. Boozer getting loose as well. 2 down, nobody on. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. Corrals it. That is the inning. Tigers fail to make any noise, but they still lead it 6-3. Back now, and on the mound, the closer, Will Vest. A chance at his first save of the year. And now the switch hitting catcher, Edgar Caro. And it's fouled away. Hit hard, but foul off to the left.
He's getting the barrel to the ball. He's just got to work on that timing a little bit.
And the 0-2. And that one upstairs, ball 1. Backed off the plate that time. Hit on the ground to short. Now one gone in the 9th.
If you want to be a great defense, you have to deliver consistently. It doesn't matter how many highlight reel plays you make if you can't execute the small stuff, just like we saw.
He's 2 outs away. Now it's the second baseman, Lenny Sosa. 0 for 3. A fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. First pitch doesn't find the zone. And there's a strike. Good heater at 98.
Well, so many hard-throwing relievers in the game these days. You would think that hitters have made the adjustment, but I don't know if you ever get used to it. Just pumping gas out of the bullpen. So hard to play catch-up.
The 2-1. Outside corner. There's a strike. One down, base is empty. And now the count filled up 3-2. On the ground to first. He takes it on his own. Now only one out remaining.
That play won't be trending on social media later on, but it's still important to execute it to perfection. This game is a lot harder than it looks, partner.
So 2 down now, and here is Josh Palacios. Check swing, and he went. That's strike one.
1-1's the count.
Just
Outside, that's the ball.
missed. Sends it to center, and that's going to do it. And that'll do it. The Tigers win the rubber match of this 3-game series.
Well, his first save of the season is in the books, and that was a nice job of him coming in the game and closing it out. He's off and running now.
6-3 our final score. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.